Hi everyone, I'm Ian Scott, and I'm here to give you a status update on the PicoGUS project. The PicoGUS project, for those of you who may not be familiar with it, is a project to emulate a Gravis ultrasound on a Raspberry Pi-like device on an ISA card that can plug into your old school DOS PC, like a 46 Pentium or above, something with an ISA slot in it. This right here is a Gravis ultrasound, the original GUS Classic, the last revision of it. This is my personal GUS that I've had since Christmas 1994. I'm very lucky to have gotten it then. I'm very lucky to have held on to it ever since. And it's been very reliable for me ever since I fixed it. It did not work for a while. And actually, the GUS chip, the GF1, the heart of it, that's what went out. And this is what does the hardware mixing, up to 32 channels of audio. And this is what let people in the demo scene, for example, have their productions not need to focus on mixing audio. They could focus on the graphic presentation and other parts of it. And they could offload the audio mixing to the GUS. And it also sounded pretty good. It did have sample rate drop above 14 channels, but I don't know, I think that's kind of charming. It kind of fits in with the time. So I've seen a lot of people that try and find these cards, and they go for hundreds of dollars, if not even thousands. I've even seen sold listings for over $1,000 on eBay for Gravis Ultrasound Max, Gravis Ultrasound PNP, many clones that have the GF1 chip in it. But what I decided was I want to make this more available to people. I want people to be able to see productions made for the GUS. A lot of people said no GUS, no demo. There were a lot of productions that would not run at all unless you had a GUS in your system. Or if they did run, you would have no sound at all. So what I decided on originally, I called it the PiGUS, or some people like to call it the PiGUS, to use a full-size Raspberry Pi. And it actually worked really well. But something I ran into is Raspberry Pis are very hard to get a hold of. Scalpers sell them for many, many times their fair market value. And you really have to watch listings like a hawk if you want to get one. So something else that kind of I've stumbled across was the Raspberry Pi Pico, a very capable microcontroller on a board with interesting hardware features like PIO, programmed I/O, which lets you basically do hardware-assisted bit banging. And it's capable of doing that on the ISA bus, with a few support chips, of course. And it's actually had some really promising results, as you'll see in the rest of this video. I'll show a few demos in their entirety. The ones that run perfectly. I think they sound great. They keep sync with the video, and it's really great. There are a few that have some glitches. There's some that mostly run until they don't, and there's some that don't run at all. I'm going to show it all to you. I'm going to show pretty much everything in its entirety. So yeah, sit back and relax and enjoy what the PicoGUS has to offer. So this is as of today, this is a release candidate PCB hardware design. I've tested it pretty well. I'm pretty confident with it. So after I'm fully satisfied with how it is, I'll release it kind of as a beta. Or, I don't know, final release 1.0. Actually, I consider this 1.1. 1.0 had some major issues, actually. Did one out. Yeah, look at all these bodges. It's crazy. No bodges on this one yet. So, yeah, once I'm happy with it, I really want to get these in people's hands. I wanted to make this project something easily available for not a whole lot of money. Like I said, like the Raspberry Pi Pico is very available. It's $4. All the rest of the pieces in the BOM for this board, very reasonable. So yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy the demos. Thanks everyone.
Is everybody in? Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin.
Nothing is as hard as me. Hiding in the dark, you see. Every turn I take is fast. Every move cannot be surprised. Chill like you never feel, like you never live, like you never did before. Every moment will be lost. Only I can know the cost. I am feeling all the strings. I can make you lose. Feel like you never feel, like you never live, like you never did before. Once you know what I control, I have power over your soul. Unless you see that all I do can never be surpassed by you.
Bizden aşağı düşün.